action. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Okay, what happened is Drudge is linked to a new Infowars.net article that's not up on PrisonPlanet.com, so Matt Drudge won't be able to get it, so we're posting it fresh on Infowars.com. It'll be at the top of Infowars.com in 5 minutes, or the Matt Drudge crew over at DrudgeReport.com to get it linked up. We appreciate him adding that story. We will get it to you, Matt, right now. Yep, because Infowars.net is deader than a hammer. And if he doesn't get it soon, they'll just kill the story. But that's all right. 3 days, and since yesterday, top story, big sis, backlash after TSA genitalia groping. Through this radio show, through the Drudge Report, okay. And Watson misunderstood what I was telling him as well. So you guys are going to need to get Watson on the line right now, because he took the original TSA story, the video that Drudge wants to link to, and wrote an article on top of it. I wanted him to put a link to a new article breaking it all down. That is not what I wanted. Or maybe Drudge has just changed the link. I don't know anymore. The problem is I know how to run this operation. Everybody does a great job, but I know the specifics, and I just can't do a radio show and direct all this at the same time. And we're having a major breakthrough right now in getting the word out. And so I need you guys to get me Watson on the phone right now before I get to all this news and the phone calls. Pardon me? No, I need to talk to him right now. I'm going to have to go off air. Let's. I've got all the economic news coming up as they announce world government and announce the global gold standard, and gold goes above 1,400, and it's all just insane. But maybe Drudge just linked to our new article about it. But if not, we need to revert it back to what he wanted to link to, which was the video of Michelle on my show Thursday. And that needs to be done right now. Meanwhile, we need to get the Infowars.net story. That's his second article, or they're going to remove it. And then it'll be the same next month. I'm really trying my best, though, to try to manage all this. You know, the good news is that we're having a breakthrough. People are realizing we were right about world government. People understand just how serious all this is. And that is what is very, very exciting. I'm going to bring Ted Anderson up for the rest of this segment, and then Ted's going to bring us back in to the next segment to talk about gold above 1,400 while I deal with this. Ted, you got the floor. Go ahead.
Hey, thanks, Alex. I'm glad you did bring me up because, yeah, you bet right now gold and silver both are just going crazy. Gold right now is at 1408.30. I should say that's the high today. Currently right now at 1404.70. Silver hit a high today of $27.60. I can't believe a week ago we were talking about silver possibly breaking $25 an ounce, and now we're talking about silver going through $28 an ounce. Man, $30 is just right around the corner. $27.51. I mean, talking about carrying the message, Alex, those videos, that deal we put together for a total of $89 shipped post-paid to you, getting the 3 videos, your 3 best videos, Obama Deception, Follow the Republic, and Endgame, all packaged together as one piece, and then you get 3 silver dollars to go with that. Now silver jumping over $27.80. That is, you know, that's just out of this world good. And you're talking about spreading the message. Alex lets you guys make copies of these videos and hand them out. Well, this is the perfect holiday gift-giving gift that you could have. I mean, these are the original, in the plastic, new videos that you can get. Call us at 1-800-686-2237 for that offer. You just can't beat it. We'll be bringing you back in on the other side of the break while Alex gets Drudge to straighten out those links. to that very important story about the security scanning over in the airports.
Alex told you the government announced recently that the recession is over. It ended on June of 2009. The millions of Americans unable to find work might not agree. Perhaps the recession ended for the bankers and government employees, but for the rest of us, things seem to be getting worse. Gold and silver haven't heard the news either. They've begun their long-expected journey to the moon. In addition to converting your shrinking dollars into gold and silver, you should consider a food savings account from eFoods Direct. They both make fabulous investments. Food is our greatest dependency, and we know it will be more precious than any financial resource. You and your family need food to survive a crisis, and you can't eat paper, stocks, or metals. Alex has been urging you to invest in delicious, easy-fix meals to enjoy now or save for long-term. This will freeze the cost of your food while you can still afford it. Visit efoodsdirect.com on the internet or call 800-409-5633. That's efoodsdirect.com or 800-409-5633.
You may be arrested and or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. Hi folks, this is Alex Jones, and I want to tell you about the Silver Lungs generator. Now you can produce pure and endless colloidal silver and deliver the solution directly into the bloodstream by breathing the solution through the lungs. The respiratory system is the first line of defense for airborne pathogens and viruses. The Silver Lungs generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced nano-silver solutions and also delivers the silver nanoparticles instantly into the bloodstream. With continued legislation threatening the sale of nano-silver products, you can now produce pure and endless colloidal silver with the Silver Lungs generator. Very easy to follow step-by-step instructions are provided, making production fast and simple. Go to www.silverlungs.com today and learn more about the breakthrough technology of the Silver Lungs generator. That's www.silverlungs.com.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
The reason I'm so excited about the Drudge Report top linking this weekend to our story about TSA molestation is that even the New York Times and Washington Post have admitted for years Matt Drudge sets so much of the media agenda and forces stories out into the open that the mainstream media ignores. That's why we're so thankful for DrudgeReport.com at the top, linking to two of our stories dealing with this. We are seconds away, I'm told, from redirecting the Infowars.net to a clone of the article that's the second link on Drudge. World's pilots reject naked body scanners over radiation danger, privacy breach. The practice of airport security screening has spun out of control and does nothing to improve national security. And so if you can't get through to Infowars.net, we are about to have it redirect to Infowars.com, or if the Drudge Report chooses, Matt Ryan got it posted on Infowars.com. It's the top story there at Infowars.com, and the Drudge Report's welcome to change the link directly to that if they choose. But I am told that we're going to be able to change that. But I don't know if that's the case, so I will continue to work on this because we're breaking this out into national news. This will then motivate, and people can basically mass around this issue. This is so important for the globalists. If they can train you to let them put your hands on your breast, your genitals, squeeze you, put you through radiation bathing machines, they can get away with anything. And I know we've got loaded phone lines of victims of this ahead of Governor Gary Johnson joining us in studio. I know that. But the economy is so big as well. China and Russia attack Fed move. Global economy, Obama returns fire after China slams Fed move. CNBC, of course, saying it endangers the entire global economy. ATMs crash across the country after bank holiday warning. PrisonPlanet.com. AFP, UN calls for higher taxes to combat climate warning. And that's to fund the new IMF Global Superbank. Bank tax CO2 auctions recommended by Soros panel to help climate efforts and to fund the new global bank, exactly as we told you. Zolik seeks gold standard debate. Leading economies should consider adopting a modified global gold standard to guide currency movements. Now, again, based on SDRs. So SDRs will be the currency of choice. It will then kill other currencies because everybody's going to want this new currency issued by the bankers that have hoarded most of the gold. That's why we told people get into gold and silver, because then you'll be like the globalist. He who has the gold makes the rule, as Lord Rothschild said. That's why gold went above 1,400 today. Ted Anderson, break this down. Go over what this means. Everything, exactly as we said, is now unfolding.
It sure is, Alex. And you know what? Going to gold is really the only answer. Going to some paper certificate that is supposed to represent gold that's being run by the globalists and our government is, you know, just another way of trying to control us. If we could have the gold in the people's hands rather than the gold in these elite, you know, maniacs, madmen, we would have the control over this country. This is what the Constitution called for. This is where we should be here in the United States of America. You know, the only reason why they have the gold in the first place is because when FDR in 1933 says all the citizens had to turn their gold over to the central banks, not even to the U.S. government. I mean, it's just absolutely madness that we've gone this far. And, you know, it burns me to pieces to hear that those thieves are celebrating over at the Jekyll Island off of Georgia, that island, where they're celebrating the anniversary of this thing that happened 100 years ago, and they denied it even happening for, like you said, 40 years. I mean, they're just pulling the wool over our eyes, and they're feeding the public with such nonsense. And you know, what does it take for people to wake up and realize that yes, indeed, any paper system that they give to us is just going to be another nail in the coffin? If you want your independence, if you want your freedom, if you want your liberty in this country, you better stop buying this paper idea, and you better settle for nothing but gold and silver as money, period. There is no way in the world that we're going to be able to have liberty and freedom here in the United States and also have a central bank running the system like we do.
And it's two different issues. I've always had guests on and interviewed the maker of The Secret of Oz, pointing out that the bankers would try to have a new global cashless system partially based on gold, and that's why it's dangerous to have a gold standard. But the issue is, if you don't have a gold or silver standard, it allows the original debasing of the currency. The way to stopgap all of that is to go directly to having gold and silver yourself. And Ted, I want to get to people on the TSA and the huge breaking news there on the global revolt by pilots and the flight attendants and the citizens all over the planet, not just in the U.S. The Italian government throwing them out last month. British Airways head saying it's a bunch of garbage. The globalists launching these latest toner cartridge things to try to reaffirm this. This is one of their key takeover points, because the cadres they train at the airports are to be released on the entire planet. The end of any Fourth Amendment, checkpoints, everything is here. So that's all coming up, and eyewitness accounts of people that have been abused. Please have your stories ready. Tell them quickly so I can get to other people. But tell folks today's gold and silver offer. Again, a few weeks ago, you sold out of the gold and silver at the lower price. You bought more. Now it's gone up more. You're going to run out of the gold and silver you've got at the lower price. It's above $1,400. Tell folks what's going on with silver today as well. Tell folks this big psychological barrier of $1,400 broken, Ted.
Well, it is. It's a huge psychological barrier, which means that now we're looking at $1,500 an ounce. I mean, how many bells and whistles have to go off to tell you that the United States currency is under duress and it could very well collapse? I mean, Bloomberg is telling you, CNBC said it last week. Here's what I have to offer, Alex, without a question now. $89 is